Happy Monday, North Central Washington. Happy Monday, Wenatchee Valley. The 9th day of March, 2020 is upon us. And I'm Dan Kuntz. We're back at it again for another week of television entertainment, television information, and just plain local TV. Hope you had a good weekend. Lots to touch on today. Lots of things to get to in the news. The news being a deviation from the norm means most of the news that we have today a little disturbing. Heads up on that. We'll also have the wrap-up of the Cashmere girls and boys over the weekend at the Yakima Sun Dome in the State 1A state tournament. For the Cashmere girls, as you probably know by now, once again, the bridesmaid, they finished second. They lost to Linden Christian for the State 1A championship on Saturday. We'll have highlights and reaction. Eric Granstrom was there. Also, the Cashmere boys end up finishing fourth in the state. So a good year for the Cashmere boys and girls basketball teams. The Wenatchee Wild season has come to an end. They were knocked out by the Vernon Vipers over the weekend. We'll talk about that as well when we get to sports. Plus, we'll have the obscure holiday today in history, some birthdays for you. Mike Magnotti has an opinion. And at the second half of the show, we went down late last week to tape our conversation at the old location of Hastings on the intersection of 9th Street and Mission and Chelan. Of course, the Women's Service League is putting on their annual fundraiser. My Girlfriend's Closet raises over $50,000 a year for local charities. I'll be talking to Callie, Klein, and Cori Bautista. The back half of the program. My Girlfriend's Closet begins on Thursday of this week. Sun's just now starting to climb up, as you know by now. We had daylight saving kick in yesterday. Only had 23 hours on Sunday. The hour that I gave up, I want back right now. It just plays havoc with me. So the sun is not up now. Of course, a week ago when we saw each other on Friday anyway, the sun had been up for half an hour. Now it's not quite up yet. Let's take you around the valley with our Valley View cameras at about 2 minutes after the hour. And we'll start out, as always, with the cross camera. The sun is starting to creep over the horizon. It's not due to pay us a visit until 7:24 this morning, but here's the big change, of course. Sunset just about 7 o'clock, 6:59 tonight is the sunset. So we still have about 11 and a half hours of daylight. The only difference is the hour extra is in the evening instead of the morning. Yesterday's high was 50, which was just exactly normal for March 8th. It was supposed to be 50, and it was 50. The overnight low last night was 29, normal 33. So there we go. Fairly normal Sunday with the filtered sunshine. It's chilly out there, 27 degrees. The Wenatchee Valley, look at that salmon peach color up to the north as the sun starts getting the job done here. And spectacular full moon. It's going to be around for another day or so as well. And we got the clear skies to look at it. Camera number 2, it's Megan's choice. Oh, that's a beautiful view of I have no clue. That's Valley High. Thank you, Megan. Again, now that we're back to the darkness at shortly after 7 o'clock, I can't really see what the heck's going on. Good morning to our friends at Valley High, one of our newer cameras that we recently discovered. It was like got a note from the Sci-Fi guys. You know there's a camera at Valley High, right? We didn't know that. Oh, well, it's kind of funny. We're in the communications business, but sometimes these things happen. Camera number 3. That's Turtle Rock, so that's obviously the Arundel Rock camera as we look at Turtle Rock. Zoomed in a little bit, quite a bit of snow up at Mission Ridge. Of course, Mission Ridge is now going to night skiing pretty much all the time. They have expanded their hours, and of course, they have big plans up at Mission Ridge. Our very own senior news correspondent Steve Hare had a chance to sit down with Chelan County Commissioner Bob Boogert to talk about that. We're going to have that interview before this week is out. You can watch it right now if you want to by going to our website at ncwlife.com and click on the Watch Now program or the programs icon, and you'll see the In Focus icon with Steve Hare. Check out his interview with Bob Boogert. And in the meantime, good morning to our friends up in the Arundel area. And finally, camera number 4 is a slow dissolve to, oh boy, let me think here. I'm going to, I don't know, jump off ridge. Oh, that's the monitor camera. Okay, so hi friends in Monitor and Cashmere and all places to the slight west of us. Trust me, you're down there somewhere. Again, this is I'm gonna have to deal with this for about a week or so until we can go back to actually seeing what's going on. Good job, Megan. Beautiful views. I just can't see the beautiful views from our cameras, courtesy of Sky-Fi. 5 minutes after the hour, Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling gives your home a hug. And pretty benign weather really all week long. Not a lot to talk about. It's going to be dry. No real snow in the Cascades. Filtered sunshine, that 50-degree high today, just about normal. Lots of sunshine. We'll have more sunshine today than we had yesterday. Yesterday we kind of had filtered sunshine. Today it's going to be fairly sunny. 27 for the overnight low. Maybe the big story weather-wise this week is those overnight lows are going to be below normal pretty much all week long. Mixture of clouds and sun expected on Tuesday, a little bit warmer. High of 54 degrees. We do the same thing on Wednesday. Clouds and sun back and forth, filtered sunshine. Highs will be in the mid-50s. Little breezy at times on Wednesday. Partly cloudy Wednesday night, 34 for the overnight low. Quite a bit of sunshine on Thursday. We're expecting high of 54. Then a weak system comes in Thursday night. We'll start clouding up Thursday night. We'll get down to 33 degrees. On Friday, mostly cloudy. Maybe a raindrop snowflake, 49 for the high. And then on Saturday, lots of clouds and considerably cooler. Could see some snow in the upper elevations. Not expecting snow, but look how much colder we get. We go all the way down to 40 degrees for the afternoon high as opposed to near 50 on Friday. Big cool down coming on Saturday, then back to sunshine, but cooler temperatures on Sunday. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Let's take you up to the major mountain passes. Well, you got nothing to worry about. Boy, we're fine. We're good to go. No advisories, no restrictions. On I-90, the roadway is bare and dry with some ice in places. Nothing coming down. You're good to go. No advisories, no restrictions on Stevens Pass. Roadway is bare and dry, some frost and ice in places, clear skies. Looking good. No problems there. No advisories, no restrictions on Blewett. Roadway is bare and dry. Nothing coming down snow-wise. In fact, no snow at all in the forecast. Expecting a little bit on Tuesday night, maybe an inch or two. And that's it. It's going to be very dry in the major mountain passes until we get to Friday night and Saturday. That's the next snow event. But all this week, the entire work week, your commute up and down the mountain passes will be no issues at all. It'll be fine. You're good to go. No advisories, no restrictions. 7 minutes after they are, going to take a break and come back with your Monday morning news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Integrative Chiropractic and Rehab Clinic is on North Mission Street. If you've been injured on the job, in an automobile accident, or a sports injury, call today and try his wraparound services. Call 884-HELP. That's 884-4357. Call Dr. Latimer's Integrative Chiropractic and Rehab Clinic today.
This is Caitlin Hedershe, the producer of the NCW Life magazine. Each week, I'm bringing you a look behind the scenes of the faces, places, and events that make North Central Washington the place we call home. Tune in every weekday for an in-depth look at a new topic each week. From local artists in their studios to businesses breaking barriers that might surprise you and everything in between. Join me on the NCW Life magazine right here on the NCW Life channel.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Yeah.
There he is. Sure wish he was here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Little 4-point.
It's a nice coconut.
Solid fish.
Watch the Northwest Outdoorsman with Richie Herod Saturdays and Sundays at 6 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 4:30 p.m. on the NCW Life channel.
9 minutes after the hour, clear skies, 27 degrees, right around 50 degrees with quite a bit of sunshine, a mixture of clouds and sun Tuesday and Wednesday. Quite a bit of sunshine Thursday, cloudy and cooler for the weekend. Here's us making headlines on this Monday. A Quincy resident who was the first patient to test positive for the COVID-19 virus in eastern Washington has died. The patient, reportedly in their 80s, was being treated at Central Washington Hospital here in Wenatchee. It is believed that the victim acquired the virus locally as he or she did not report traveling outside of the area. This is the first confirmed fatality of the coronavirus here in eastern Washington. 19 people in Washington state have died from the disease, while over the weekend the number of cases in the United States has grown to over 500. Meanwhile, a Chelan County patient who showed symptoms of the coronavirus tested negative. There were concerns because that person had attended classes at Wenatchee Valley College. They've now been discharged from the hospital. King County has the most positive tests for COVID-19, 83 of the state's 136 cases so far. There are 31 other cases reported in Snohomish County. Well, a man shot and killed during a shootout with law enforcement officers last Tuesday in downtown Riverside has been identified. He's 39-year-old Ryan E. Bass of Okanagan County. Sergeant Nathan Hahn of the Wenatchee Police Department said Okanagan County deputies and an OMAC police detective and confronted Bass, who was wanted on a felony warrant. Bass pulled out a handgun, began firing. Two deputies and the detective returned fire. Hahn is the spokesperson for the North Central Washington Special Investigation Unit, which is investigating the incident. After the shooting, Bass died at Mid-Valley Hospital in Omak. The deputies and detectives are on administrative leave during the investigation. Some incredible footage from Friday's fire. Firefighting crews from Chelan and Manson battled this fire at a home near Manson Friday morning. Flames consuming most of the house before it was contained. Chelan Fire and Rescue reports that the fire started in the attic, quickly traveled to a couple of lower rooms. The firefighting effort was hindered by fire burning into hidden spaces in the home created by additions to the structure over the years. Since it was built about 100 years ago, nobody was injured. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A 25-year-old man accused of assaulting a Link Transit security guard and later punching a jail officer. He had his charges dismissed last week because he's too mentally impaired to stand trial. Connor Robert Trevino from Chelan allegedly attacked a security worker at Columbia Station in Wenatchee back on November 29th. 3 weeks later, while in the Chelan County Jail on a charge of third-degree assault, police said he punched a corrections officer who came to move him to his cell. On Wednesday of last week, Judge Travis Brandt agreed to dismiss the charges in both cases because psychologists say Trevino cannot assist in his own defense. He now faces a civil commitment action that would confine him to Eastern State Hospital. The criminal charges could be refiled once he's found competent to stand trial. Well, the first time in a long time, the median sales price of a home in the Wenatchee Valley has actually gone down. That's the latest report for February from Pacific Appraisal Associates in Wenatchee. The February median home price in the Wenatchee market was $326,750. That's down 3% from the same time February of last year, where the median price was $331,520. However, the average sales price did go up 3% compared to last year. Closed home sales are way up compared to 2019. 142 sales closed last month compared to 110 in February of last year. That's a 29% increase. Active home listings saw a 5% decline from last month and an 11% decline compared to February 2019, but 99 this year and 111 last year. The Wenatchee law firm of Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward was named Business of the Year last week at the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce's annual banquet. The Nonprofit of the Year award goes to CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocates. In addition, the Chamber gave out Cornerstone Awards to Steve Maher of Our Valley, Our Future, and the North Central Washington Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and East Wenatchee Mayor Jerry Lee Crawford, who founded the Chamber's leadership program. And that's what's making news at 13 minutes after the hour. Quick heads up, Grant Olson will be off today. Jefferson Robbins will be handling the news at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock with Jefferson Robbins in the anchor chair and Eric Granstrom handling sports and the weather forecast. And at the bottom of your screen is all the ways you can get a hold of us. You can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com. You can go to our Facebook page and drop us a line there via Facebook Messenger. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. So news is our email address, news@ncwlife.com. Our Facebook page, you can get a hold of us there, or you can go to our website, ncwlife.com. There's a contact us icon. People use that all the time. Click on the form, fill it out, send it to us, and we'll get it. We do hear from you, our viewers, on a regular basis. 14 minutes after the hour, going to take a break. Eric Granstrom spent the weekend in Yakima, the gateway to Wapato. And I'll have a wrap-up of the Cashmere girls and the boys at the State 1A tournament when we come back in 1 minute. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
My name is Lacey Haggerty, and I am a nurse midwife with Columbia Valley Community Health. I love all aspects of my job because it is a profession that's very committed to empowering women to make decisions in their health care that feel best for them. It's incredibly valuable to me as a midwife that I get to take care of women throughout their whole lifespan. I hope to see you at a future visit because I know you'll love having midwifery care.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Quarter after the hour on this Monday. Clear skies, 27 degrees, sunshine. High of about 50. A typical March week weather-wise coming our way. Let's talk sports. Close but no cigar. Again, for the Cashmere girls basketball team, they lost to Linden Christian Saturday night in the state 1A championship game. Our very own sports director, Eric Granstrom, has the heartbreaking details. Apparently, it's not. We'll get to that in just a little bit. We're waiting for that to load up, so we'll go ahead and jump ahead to the Cashmere boys, who came home with a fourth-place trophy on Saturday morning with a victory over Riverview. Here's Eric.
The Cashmere Bulldogs take fourth, and one of only 3 teams that will win on the final day here at the Sundome. Levi Hine joining us now. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was a huge win for our boys. Really excited. Like you said, we wanted to end with a win, and not very many teams get a chance to do that. So we had a heartbreaker on Thursday. Pretty disappointing. Tough night of sleep. The boys bounced back, and we said, let's go get fourth place. But it wasn't easy. Close game yesterday, really close game today, but just goes to show how much growth we've made in the last year as far as playing defense. We won a game scoring 43 points today, and so that says everything it needs to say as far as how dedicated these guys were to getting better this year on the defensive end, and couldn't be more proud of them and happy for them to be able to have that moment. These seniors to be able to stand there at half court and see the place at 8 a.m. packed, full of Cashmere people. And so that's pretty special. Normally these 8 a.m. games are empty. And so just to see that support and the kids that have that moment and those, they grind away. I think we had 66 practices this year. I don't know, 26 games. And you play all of that for these little moments, because it's hours and hours and hours for these small moments and memories, though, that'll last a lifetime. So that's what you're looking for, just those small moments, and these guys got a big one today, so real happy for them.
All season, it's been a different guy to step up in different opportunities. Sam Phillips was that guy here for you today. Gets 3 buckets in a row to end the third and start the fourth, and that was a huge spurt for you guys.
It was, and he's been that guy. And yesterday he scored 12 points, only took 5 shots. He just does what he needs to do to win. And it was really nice to see him step up. We needed some baskets. We couldn't score. And so we kind of moved him to a different spot offensively, put him at the high post and let him do his thing, and got a bucket right away. And other guys stepped up too. Reed Smith hit 3 huge threes in that second half. And obviously Carter Alberts was big again. I'm hoping he gets all tourney or something. He deserves it. Brooks Elliott was huge, 5 more offensive rebounds. You see at the end of the game, they had to start fouling us, and we missed the front end all 3 times. But Brooks Elliott was there to get the rebound and give us another opportunity to keep the ball out of their hands. Finally got us a double bonus. We knocked a couple down to finish that thing off. But, those are the types of plays that win you basketball games.
Yeah, going in, the first 2 games, we kind of knew the dome atmosphere, so we knew we wouldn't make every shot. But that didn't keep us from shooting threes. We still shoot confidently, and we were a little cold early, but came out in the end. So.
Good inside-out shots, just getting the shots that we know how to get, and we knew that we'd hit some eventually. It's just a matter of time, getting the right shots.
Just keep doing what we're doing. We need to help on their big guys and just a little more help defense, but other than that, I think we just had to make some shots.
Coach just always says, go play how we know how to play, so we just go out there and do our thing.
What's it feel like to be holding that trophy around?
Feels pretty good. What do you think,
pretty
Sam?
good. It's all right.
Yeah. Good to go out on a win, especially 2 wins. Yeah.
Well, the future looks bright, but your emotions as your seniors are walking off the court this last time. You guys, you talked about how much work goes in, and this family that you've created you can't not be emotional about that.
Oh, yeah, and I'm glad we won, or I'd be sitting here bawling. It gets hard. Last year we lost out. I'm over here. I'm a mess. It's just hard because it's so much emotion throughout the year. I said it's a grind. It's a lot of practice hours, a lot of game hours, a lot of travel, a lot of film, and you get emotionally attached to these kids. And we'll have our awards thing already tomorrow. I have to talk about these seniors. It gets tough because you start to realize, look how they're going to be gone. And so just so excited for them, and really wanted them to soak in that moment out there and just enjoy it. And I said Brooks Elliott I started with this program in 2013 as a JV coach, and I took over the head job in 2014, and Brooks has always been there. He was our manager. He was packing all of the gear and wearing his little AAU uniform. And Brooks has always been there, so I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I've told him since the beginning of the season, I don't know if I can carry on without him here. So we'll do our very best. But love these boys, and like I said, you can't ask for anything better for them this season to go out with a win.
Well, congratulations to you, the team, the town of Cashmere, and thanks for letting us be a little fly on the wall for this whole thing.
Thank you so much for covering it. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Levi Hine joining us here as Cashmere takes fourth at the Sun Dome in Yakima.
Thank you for that report, Eric. The other champions in boys basketball, Mount Si wins the championship over Central Valley in the 4A. Garfield in the 3A over O'Day in a matchup of Metro League teams. In 2A, North Kitsap knocked off Clarkston. Congratulations to Kings, who beat Linden Christian in overtime. Kings was the number 14 team in the RPI, but they won the state championship. Brewster wins another trophy for their trophy case, 58-57 over Life Christian, and Odessa wins the 1B championship. Well, the Cashmere girls, as you know, lost the state championship game to Linden Christian on Saturday. We do now have Eric's report.
The chase for the gold ball came to an end on Saturday night in the Sun Dome in Yakima for the Cashmere Lady Bulldogs as they were edged by Linden Christian 58-55 the final. Cashmere had an 8-point lead after the third quarter as Haley Van Lith scored 17 of her 27 points in the third, but the shots that fell in the third would not fall in the fourth quarter. Coach Brent Darnell says he couldn't be more proud of his entire team.
I told our girls, I don't feel like we lost that game. I just feel like we ran out of time. That was such a fun game to be a part of and coach in. It was just like two heavyweight fighters just standing there toe-to-toe, just throwing a punch, taking it, throwing a punch, throwing a punch. And it was full of big plays. Having played in this game for 3 times, usually the team that wins makes the last 2 or 3 big plays, and they made the last 2 or 3 big plays. They hit a couple big shots, you know. Can't second guess our girls' effort for 1 second. Every single one of them played their tails off. So proud of them. Obviously disappointed we didn't win that, but you know, going 23-1 and having a remarkable season and just getting here to play in this game and experiencing that, something I'll never forget, something they'll never forget, and just extremely thankful I got to coach this team. What a great group of girls to coach. Allie Ball, Grace Herdman, Grace Hammond, Haley Van Lith. 4 girls. They're the reasons why coaches coach. You know, they're the reasons why coaches come back the next year, because you get to coach kids like that. So truly blessed to be able to coach them.
There were a lot of tears of emotion and anger in the locker room for Cashmere after such a close defeat at the hands of a team they lost to 2 years ago. That's 3 times in the state tournament for the seniors, who joined us on the NCW Life Channel in the hallway, all 3 together, Haley Van Lith, Grace Hammond, and Grace Erdman.
We had a lot of things going against us that game, but we just worked our butts off, and we never lost hope the entire game up till the last second. I mean, we thought we were going to make the half-court shot to tie it up, and then, we never lost hope, and I'd do that game over and over again with these girls any day.
Yeah, this is a tough one, but I couldn't have asked for better teammates and a great 4 years. Like Haley said, we worked our butt off out there, and there's nothing more that we could have done, so if this is the outcome, then I just know that I have my teammates behind me, and we'll move on from this, and we'll be stronger girls because of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, especially since for us it's our 3rd state championship loss again. But I think just having each other this whole season, it has been just amazing. Not just tonight, but we've done some great things that nobody's gonna forget, and it's just been awesome. And Haley's provided some great opportunities for our team that we just thank her for, and thanks to all of our fans and community that came out to support. And I mean, everyone dreams of being in that state championship, so just to experience it and to have fun with my teammates and my best friends, it was fun.
So Cashmere falls short by a score of 58-55. Linden Christian, the state 1A champions. Coach Darnell had a very important message to deliver to his ladies in the locker room after the ball game.
Life's about how many punches you can take, get up, and keep moving forward. You know, if this is the worst punch you take in your whole life, you're going to be okay. It's going to get tougher, and you got to handle those punches and get up. You know, being a champion isn't always winning a championship, and I think people associate that. You know, being a champion is conducting yourself like a champion, being classy, handling loss with class and winning with a lot of pride. So that was my message to them. That was what that group was. They were that group.
58-55 the final as Linden Christian edges Kashmir, and a brilliant career for Haley Van Lith comes to an end with 27 points, just shy of scoring 3,000 for her career. At the Sundome in Yakima, I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCW Life Channel.
Thank you, Eric. Here's a rundown of all the state champions from the girls. The champions in 4A, Central Valley, who knocked off previously undefeated Woodinville. Garfield, clean sweep. The boys and the girls won their respective state championships at the 3A level. Linden over West Valley for the 2A championship, as you know by law, Linden Christian over Kashmir for the 1A. Liberty out of Spangle wins the 2B championship, and in Chilium, the champions of 1B in girls. We'll keep it with the ladies. We'll talk about women's basketball. Your final scores from over the weekend. Central Washington lost to Alaska Anchorage in the semifinals of the GNAC in Seattle. The final was 79-77. Alaska Anchorage went on to win the championship on Saturday. Weber State down Eastern Washington 83-77. The West Coast Conference Tournament reaches the semifinals today in Las Vegas. Gonzaga, the ladies, will take on Portland today at noon. Pepperdine and San Diego meet in the other semifinal at 2 o'clock. Les Schwab Men's College basketball schedule. Well, scoreboard first. Eastern Washington beat Weber State to claim the regular season Big Sky title on Saturday. In Pac-12 play, Arizona State topped Washington State, and Washington beat Arizona. Gonzaga plays San Francisco in the semifinals of the WCC tournament tonight at 6 o'clock on ESPN. That's followed by St. Mary's and BYU at 8:30 on ESPN2. The Wenatchee Wild season came to an end Friday at the Town Toyota Center. They lost to Vernon. The final was 8-3. The Vipers left little doubt that they would wrap up the best-of-7 series in 5 games. They scored the first 3 goals of the game in the first period and cruised from there, scoring goals for Wenatchee in the losing cause. Nick Caffarelli, Matt Dorsey, and Brett Chorsky. Vernon wins the series 4-1. They move on to take on Penticton in the next round of the Fred Page Cup. And finally, San Francisco topped the Mariners in Cactus League Baseball yesterday. The final was 8-4. Seattle was led at the plate by J.P. Crawford, who had a 2-run triple. Donovan Walton with a solo home run. Justice Sheffield impressed again on the mound with his third start. He went 3 innings. He allowed 1 run, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. The Mariners are in Phoenix tonight for a game against the Milwaukee Brewers. 17 more days until opening day of the baseball season. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Monday, 27 minutes after the hour. I had 5 different obscure holidays to choose from. Today is National Get Over It Day. Today is National Crab Meat Day. I'm amazed I didn't choose that one. Today is National Barbie Day. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Today is National Meatball Day. Insert your own joke here. But no, we're going to go with National Napping Day, which is always the day after daylight saving time kicks in. We've all sprung ahead an hour. We only got 23 hours yesterday, and for the vast majority of people out there, it really screws up your sleep rhythms. All of a sudden, that hour isn't there anymore, and so we make up for that by napping today. Naps are good for you. I got some fun facts about naps. Naps of around 20 to 30 minutes are best for short-term alertness. If you nap too long, it has the opposite effect. Napping 3 times a week results in a 37% decrease in heart-related deaths. When you're napping, your heart's not working so hard, I suppose. Naps can improve performance by 34%. In ancient Rome, everybody took a nap after lunch. They still do that in Mexico, I've noticed. When I've gone on Mexican vacations, everybody takes a siesta after lunch in the heat of the day. 60 million Americans are at one time or another, at any one time, sleep deprived. Yeah. Humans are the only mammals that can delay naps or plan naps. Most mammals, when they want to take a nap, they just lay down and go to sleep, and just thinking about taking a nap can lower your blood pressure. And almost all mammals nap, by the way, including us. So make up for the hour that you lost by taking a nap today. Nothing like a good nap. 29 minutes after the hour. Today in history, Pancho Villa and his 500 Mexican raiders raided the border town of Columbus, New Mexico, which is about 3 miles north of the Rio Grande. It happened on this date on March 9th, 1916, 104 years ago today. Didn't work out too good. All they did was get the Americans mad. They chased them back across the border and chased them for quite some time before Pancho and his crew eventually disappeared into the hinterlands of Mexico. Historians have talked about this, argued it, looked at it. The reasons for the raid, unknown with any certainty. Most people thought that he was going to raid Columbus, New Mexico to get rifles and ammunition for his revolutionary activities, and he didn't know that there was actually a whole bunch of cavalry there, not just a little bit. I don't know. Nobody really knows why he did it, but he did it 104 years ago today. March 9th, 1945, 75 years ago today, it was called Operation Meeting House. 279 B-29s dropped 1,500 tons of firebombs over Tokyo in the middle of the night. About 100,000 people died, almost all of them women, children, and the elderly. Believe it or not, it was the deadliest bombing raid of World War II, deadlier than Hiroshima or Nagasaki. 1 million residents of Tokyo were left homeless. 267,000 buildings burned to the ground. 16 square miles of Tokyo completely obliterated. Operation Meeting House, 75 years ago today. And we mentioned Barbie. Barbie is 61 years old today. Happy birthday, Barbie. The Barbie doll was introduced at the American International Toy Fair in New York. On this date, March 9th, 1959, Mattel, who owns Barbie, has sold over 1 billion Barbie dolls. It is by far the most profitable line in the Mattel company's line of toys, but the sales of Barbie dolls have been continuously declining sharply since 2014. But she's 61 years old today. That's the original Barbie doll, by the way. The eyes are creepy. Birthdays. We could very well have been living now in the United States of Vespucci. It could have happened. Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian cartographer and explorer, was born in the state in 1454. He didn't discover the Americas. He just realized, before anybody else did, that landmass over here on the other side of the Atlantic isn't just a bunch of islands. It's actually a big old continent. That was what he came up with. And so when the cartographers figured out that this was north and this is the south one, and it's got the isthmus here, what are we going to call it? And the cartographers said, we'll call it America, after Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo is his first name, so we could have been living in the United States of Vespucci. It was that close. He was born in the state in 1454, died in 1512. Ornette Coleman, the great saxophonist. He also played a little violin. Trumpet player, composer, a great proponent of free jazz. I love his music. Ornette Coleman, the guy's fantabulous. Everything that he did, especially in the 1960s, is awe-inspiring. The guy could blow the sax, was born in the state in 1930. We lost him 5 years ago at the age of 85, but Ornette Coleman, the music, lives on. The very first human person ever to go into space, Yuri Gagarin, was born in the state in 1934, died piloting a plane at the age of 34 in 1968. He did one orbit around the Earth back in April of 1961, came back, and he was the first human being ever to fly into space. He became a huge international celebrity, was awarded a bunch of medals. In fact, he was so precious to the Soviet space program, that they wouldn't let him fly in space again because they were afraid he might get hurt or even get killed. But they let him go back to flying airplanes, and unfortunately, he died flying an airplane. Yuri Gagarin, born in the state of 1934. And rated almost unanimously by ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC Sports, and anybody who's an expert, who is the greatest American soccer player of all time, Clint Dempsey, who was 37 years old today, and of course just recently retired after a couple of years with Sounders FC. Happy birthday, Clint. 33 minutes after the hour, going to take a break. Got an opinion from Matt Magnotti, and then my conversation with Callie, Klein, and Cori Bautista from the Women's Service League. My Girlfriend's Closet's coming up this weekend. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Nissan is the value leader in new cars and SUVs. Check out these new models starting at under $20,000. The all-new Versa from $17,020. The all-new Sentra from $17,400. And the all-new Kicks from $17,995. Now you can have the Nissan style, performance, and reliability, all for under $20,000.
And they're all here at Town Nissan, up behind Costco in East Wenatchee. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow. We have live bands to rock the night away, comedy to make you laugh, and if that's not enough, we have poker every Monday and Wednesday night. Club Crow in Cashmere has it all. Check out our Facebook event page for dates and times. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, there have been recent issues with our local performing arts center, the Numerica Performing Arts Center, the PAC. With a change of administration, some significant management issues appeared and personnel problems developed, which seriously threatened the Performing Arts Center's viability. A number of folks, mainly musicians and performers, actors, for whom the PAC has become like a second home, they stood up, addressed these issues with the PAC board, and brought about some needed changes. Now, what I'm asking is that if you're not a supporter of the Performing Arts Center or haven't been to any of the events held there, give this entertainment venue some thought. Contact the Performing Arts Center, get on their mailing list, and take advantage of the quality entertainment that the PAC provides. You'll be happy. You'll thank me. And this is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and that's my opinion.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
How do you know when it's time to go to Boswell's Furniture? When you know the look you love, the colors you want, but need a little design help to bring it all together. With Boswell's complimentary design service, Glenn, Buffy, and Teresa guide you until your vision becomes reality. More styles, more fabrics, and more choices of quality home furnishings fill Boswell's expansive 2-story showroom so you can see it and feel it before you buy. Come into Boswell's and explore the endless possibilities of home furnishings. Boswell's on Easy Street. It's closer than you think.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills. A chill is in the air and it's a perfect time for some old-fashioned comfort food like our amazing Eggs Benedict, chicken fried steak, French dips, soups made from scratch, or fruit pies fresh from the oven. The crowds might be gone, but we're still here for you folks. So bring an appetite and a friend to Blueberry Hills in Manson, where you pick, you sit, you eat, and you visit. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 to 3. wildaboutberries.com.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I am Dan Kuntz. Funniest thing happened. I was returning a DVD I rented from Hastings about 4 years ago, and I came by, and there's Cori and Callie. And I said, you know, what's happening? I'm kidding. We're here at the former location of Hastings for My Girlfriend's Closet, put on as usual by the Women's Service League of Greater Wenatchee. Of course, everybody knows Callie Klein. Everybody knows Cori Bautista. Back again, and we're here on site.
We're here. We're here at the site of My Girlfriend's Closet. Very exciting times.
Very exciting. Are you, well, this is, first of all, this is cool. And Megan, my teammate / producer, as soon as we walked in the door, she like dropped all the equipment and just beelined.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. There's so much to look at.
Now I get a real appreciation of how big this event is. It's huge.
It's huge. It's our biggest event for the year, and we're just excited to have people come and shop so we can give money back to the community.
Yeah, and speaking of that, on the press release you sent me, there's a typo down
Uh-oh.
towards the bottom. It said
Cori.
$55,500 in proceeds from the event last year. You couldn't not have possibly raised that much money.
That is not a typo. Wow. That is a true statement. So in 4 days of shopping, totaling
4 days.
24 hours of shopping, we were able to donate that much money back to the community. And that doesn't include the 4 scholarships that we actually, 5 scholarships, excuse me.
We upped it last year.
That we actually gave out. So we gave 1 to a high school senior, and then we gave 4 $1,000 scholarships to women who were returning back to school.
That is a stunning number.
Yeah.
That is just incredible. This event, My Girlfriend's Closet, has absolutely exploded in popularity. Did you have any idea it was going to become this big this quick?
Well, Cori was there from the beginning, and looking back at pictures and hearing the women talk about how it started, and it was small, and they'd have to limit the amount of women that could come in at a time, and the amazing amounts of money that they were raising even back then, and then to see this, and the fact that we can fill the Hastings building with donations from the community. None of these are purchased items. These are all donated. We'll probably have about 400 people for the VIP night. And then it'll stay busy and steady the entire time we're open. So it's mind-boggling that we can do this.
Well, I think what makes it special is people know that their donations are respected and appreciated.
Yes.
And we call it My Girlfriend's Closet because all these items are from each other's closets.
Sure.
We clear out our closets, we bring our clothes down, and what maybe, still has a price tag because maybe we got it home and we didn't like it when we got it home, we can bring it back and somebody will absolutely fall in love with it. And more times than not these days, you'll say, oh, I love your purse, or oh, I love that shirt. And somebody will say, I got it from Girlfriend's Closet. And they're so proud about that.
The logistical challenges of this must be ginormous. You got to sort dresses and blouses and everything by size and shoes. I mean, how many man hours or woman hours do you put into this event?
It's insane. So we collect items all throughout the year. As soon as our doors shut this year, we'll start collecting for next year. And we have an amazing committee of women that all year long are sorting and getting stuff ready. And then the actual event, it's kind of funny because I always try to explain to people it's the longest prep of a pop-up shop, I think, because that's really what it is. So in true definition, it's a pop-up shop. We're open up for 4 days, but we've been here on site since January.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we've been collecting clothes since the day after the last one closed in March. We even had to get a bigger warehouse, a storage unit that was just dedicated to clothes. So we had people sorting and going through clothes all summer long. And I think the other neat thing to note is that if for some reason there's a donation that doesn't make it on the rack, it gets then donated to a textile drive from the Golden Apple Marching Band. So,
good, yeah.
So everything is recycled, reused, refurbished through their textile thing. So it's really a great kind of sustainable project.
And the reason you gave away over $55,000 last year is everybody's volunteering. Everybody is volunteering.
Yes, Women's Service League of North Central Washington has no paid staff. Period.
That's impressive.
Everything we do all year long, from diaper drive to touch a truck, it's all woman hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, we can't stay open all year.
We've
People always ask us that. We're like, no.
It's huge, first of all, and second of all, how is everything arranged? So if you say go to the Thursday pre-party thing,
it's kind of a parade.
Yeah, tickets are $40 a pop at the UPS store, by the way. How do you figure out where to go? Where do you even begin if you're actually a shopper?
So the best thing to do is to come find one of the ladies with our aprons on, because we can direct you pretty much anywhere. But all of the racks have been sorted and sized. They'll all have signs on them that say sweaters, pants, shirts, T-shirts, active wear, whatever it might be. They all have size placards on them, so you can tell what size you want. So it's extremely well organized.
It's very similar to a department store feel. You know, even as we're kind of wandering around today, we have, the shoe department, activewear.
We even have changing rooms.
Yeah,
we
dressing
do.
rooms,
We have
yeah.
dressing rooms. We have a jewelry department, handbags, the pants.
Everything you can imagine, it's going to be here.
And what you're seeing out on the floor isn't all that we have. You'll have to go check out our back stock. We actually have a stock room where, as we go through the event, more clothes will continue to hit the racks. So you can't just come one day. You have to keep coming
Well, that's a
every
capital
day.
idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because people say, "Oh, gee, I want to come on. I can't come until Saturday, but all the good clothes will be gone."
Oh,
That's
no.
not necessarily the case.
No,
That is
not at all.
That is not. And it's amazing, even as we get to Saturday, how many amazing things are still out there. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of shuffling of the clothes, people to kind of go through things for more things to kind of show themselves.
In fact, walk me through, Callie. I'll let you do the honors. Walk me through the dates and the hours of this event, so people don't miss out on anything.
You bet. So Thursday is our pre-sale, and that's Thursday evening starting at 5:30. It is a ticketed event. We're
darn near close to being sold out.
I was going to say less than 20 probably at this point.
And 400 is your cutoff?
We sell 300 tickets, and then
300
we have
tickets
some
and-
sponsor
okay.
tickets on top.
There we go.
So that starts at 5:30, and we do have food from Ravenous Catering
Correct.
and wine from
Haran
Estates. So we'll have that as well as a raffle and some other things, cool things like that.
So basically, Thursday night you're going to have a party.
It's a party.
Okay.
It's truly a party.
Okay.
And people get a ticket to get first dibs, on everything that we have. It's really become one of the hottest tickets in town.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Definitely. And then Friday is one of our public dates, not ticketed, so just anybody can come, and that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning and goes until 7 p.m. Saturday is also 9 to 7, non-ticketed. And then Sunday's pretty cool day. It's probably my favorite day. So we close the store Sunday morning, and we invite nonprofits from around the area to personally invite women that they work with and teens from the high schools. And those people get to come in and spend what we call my girlfriend closet dollars.
Okay.
And they get money, and they get to come get whatever they want. Maybe it's for, the new job they're applying for, or just, something pretty to make them feel better. So we do that in the afternoon, and then we open back up on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and it's half off. Everything left because we want it gone.
And we have to clear the racks because the following weekend, on March
goodness.
21st, is prom dress giveaway.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Talk about
back
that,
to
please.
back.
Please.
So, oh my gosh, another amazing event. We get prom dresses donated to us by individuals and some local stores, some amazing local stores. And girls, high school ages that are going to go to prom or some other formal dance can come and get their prom dress, shoes, accessories,
Maybe a
all
little
of that.
jewelry, the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. Completely free. No questions asked. We just ask them to bring a student ID so we know where they're coming from, what schools. And we've had schools from Waterville, Brewster, Ellensburg.
Omak, Okanagan.
Yeah.
Moses
So-
Lake. One gal saw it on Facebook, I think, last year and came from Cheney. So it's very far-reaching. We gave away 315 dresses last year.
Yep.
We have 1,000 dresses to give
Plus,
away, and many
if
of
not
them
more.
are brand new. Bella Sarah, Sweetheart Bridal, and Queen Formal over in the mall have all donated brand new dresses with
And
tags.
shoes.
And shoes, yes. And we have some jewelry. And
And that's coming up March 20.
so it's Saturday, March 21st
Thank you.
from 10 to 4. And then we also go into Sunday, 11 to 2, because there's quite a few girls on Saturday that have some track meets. And
I understand. Is
sports
that also going to be held here
Yep.
at the Old Hastings Building?
Yep.
We'll be
Okay.
here, yes.
That's why we have to turn it over so fast.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I know this is going to sound like a silly question for my girlfriend's closet. How do you determine what things cost? How do you decide that this blouse is going to cost this much or this dress is this much? How do you know?
we have a great team of pricers that this is kind of what they do, and they
look at brands, some of the designer brand name stuff, goes for a little bit higher. We actually have some racks that are designated for, designer jeans and
Right.
some other designer labels, but they also they just really know the brand names, the clothes, the quality, and
So you have experts.
So we do. We have a whole pricing expert team that gets in the zone and goes for it, and
it's
the
amazing.
prices are really reasonable. Some of us, we've never had any complaints about the
No,
prices. There's
not at
amazing
all.
things here.
How do you? How does the cash exchange hands? Is it cash only? Is it checks? Can you swipe? How does the payment thing
All
work?
of the above.
Okay.
We can do cash. We can do checks. We have our Square systems here for the event, so we can do that. So we can take, anything.
Yeah. Come one, come all.
How many members of the Women's Service League are on this committee specifically for My Girlfriend's Closet? Because my guess is how many people are on the committee is probably not enough to pull this thing off. A lot.
Maybe 20 or so.
I was thinking 15 to 20 probably actually on the committee. This event is where all of the members, it's kind of all hands on deck. So all, 100 plus members will be down here at some point in time, whether it's beforehand to set up and to price and hang and things like that, or, the actual days of the event to help the sale go smooth.
I do want to say we are still taking donations.
Yes.
Even though you see that this store is very full, we are still taking donations. We take donations all the way up until the event. You still have time to give.
Yes.
There's people down here during the day and in the evenings. If you go follow us on Facebook, those times and dates are posted. You can also drop off at Heidi Huddle Allstate, Town Toyota in East Wenatchee, and Town Dodge in Wenatchee during their business hours. But we are still accepting donations, believe it or not. So
Sunday the 15th, it's all over. You got $60,000 in cash. Then what? You give it away.
Then we give it away. So
we
have a grants committee that takes applications from nonprofits. Now, as we speak, they're actually taking applications. And then the membership, they make a recommendation to the membership, and the membership votes. And then we get to cut those checks and deliver them, and it's a pretty amazing feeling.
And it is we really do our due diligence on
Absolutely.
who we grant the money to. We definitely it is a grant writing process for those nonprofits. We do check financials. If anybody were to ask us, what did this money go to for this person, we will be able to tell you. So we feel pretty proud about making sure the money goes to
That's probably
really
a
help
hard
people.
decision to make, though.
Oh my goodness,
because there's so many worthy nonprofits.
Well, and the more money you have to give away.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost harder.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, and it's great. We work with all kinds of nonprofits that work with women and children in need, whether it's homelessness or, getting that leg up to get that next job, or
there's also homeless programs in the schools that a lot of the public don't know about. There are homeless liaisons at Eastmont, Westside, and Wenatchee school districts, and so there are programs within those schools that we also give to help with backpacks, supplies, ASB cards, to kids that are underserved.
Plug Women's Service League while I have you here. I love your organization. I have the wrong chromosome, so I'm not eligible to join. But there's women out there who are watching this show, and I think this sounds like a good group to be involved in. Plug your organization, please.
It's an amazing group. So this is a group of women that do all volunteer. They pay to be members, and then they turn around and have hours that they have to complete as well. We do events like the diaper drive in October. We do this. We do prom dress. We do Touch a Truck, which is coming up in May. And it's open membership is from
August to November.
Gosh, seems like it just ended. And so you can become a member at that time. But, coming down here and shopping at My Girlfriend's Closet is a great time to pull a member aside and get a little more information and give your name and number to them so that we can reach out and have you join.
I also want to give a shout out to our headline sponsor, Premier One Properties.
Yes.
They have supported us for a number of years, and we are grateful to our friends at Premier One Properties. Also want to thank our presenting sponsors, CVCH, Banner Bank, Patriot Plumbing, and Confluence Health.
You girls are so good. You're so good. And again, this is impressive. I'm just impressed.
It's pretty phenomenal. It's amazing how, and it's so funny because we come in January and it's an empty blank slate, and you turn around and it seems like in a blink of an eye it's this, and it's phenomenal.
One last thing about My Girlfriend's Closet before I forget. Again, they give away all the money is given away to various nonprofits. Then you start all over again, but it's not too late to donate.
Please don't. No, it's not too late.
People clean out, this time of year, springtime, they clean out their closets. I'm never going to wear this thing again. It's a nice dress. I wore it twice to a job interview, and I'm never going to wear it again.
Yep.
Bring it on
Bring
down.
it down.
Yeah.
Bring it down, please. Yes.
Check out our Facebook page. Cori's done a great job of making sure that all of the drop-off dates and times are there, as well as the dates and times of the event itself. So if you haven't already found us on Facebook, it's Women's Service League of NCW.
Well, and if you are not a social media person, you can also go to our website.
Very true.
WSLNCW.org.
And the night of the 12th, Thursday night the 12th, is the special invitation only. It's $40 a pop at the UPS store. But by the time this airs, they may be sold out.
It may be sold out because it's getting pretty darn close.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's always good to see Callie and Cori again.
Yay! Thanks so much for your support.
Two of my favorite people. My girlfriend's closet again here at the old Hastings. Everybody's going to call it the old Hastings building. Until
Yes,
we still do.
Always.
We still do.
We still do. Again, Thursday night is the ticketed pre-event with the wine and the food and the singing and the dancing and the frivolity. Then the event itself, of course, will be the following Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's always good to see you, ladies.
Great.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
Great
much.
to
See
see
you.
Can't wait for next weekend.
Yes.
Now I got to figure out how to get Megan back to the office. Wish me luck with
She
that.
needs to have time to browse for sure.
Yeah. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 6th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tamer.
I'm Mike. And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Green Motion e-bikes have rolled into Wenatchee. We've got fun, affordable e-bikes for the whole family. Portable e-bikes that fit right in the trunk of your car. Fat tire mountain bikes plus unique vintage style bikes you won't find anywhere else. Get some exercise with pedal assist or just cruise up to 20 miles per hour with the throttle. Starting under $1,000, Green Motion e-bikes are affordable fun for the whole family. Green Motion e-bikes is located right downtown on the corner of Palouse and Wenatchee Avenue.
And we're back here, 27 degrees with clear skies here in the Wenatchee Valley. As just a couple minutes left on this Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We always end the show where we began the show. The weather forecast for the whole week and right on into the weekend. Not a lot to talk about, really. All week, it's going to be kind of dry. And that's really about it. Very benign weather, lots of sunshine today. A little bit warmer than yesterday, right around 50, maybe 51 degrees for our afternoon high. Clear tonight, 28, 27 for the overnight low. We're going to top off right around 54. We're going to have more filtered sunshine. We're going to call it partly cloudy on Tuesday and Wednesday with your afternoon highs and your overnight lows just about the same. Good dose of sunshine on Thursday, lots of it. A little bit warmer still, high about 54 degrees. Then the system's going to come through. It's going to become cooler and unsettled. That starts on Friday with a slight chance of a rain-snow mix overnight Friday night into Saturday. Look at the overnight low, 29 degrees. That's chilly. And then look at Saturday. Wow, it's like it's winter all over again. Well, it's still winter, of course. We're not done with winter yet. Not for another 10 days. So Saturday, lots of clouds, a rain-snow mix, kind of a raw day, high of only 40 degrees, 23 for the overnight low Saturday night into Sunday. Lots of sunshine again on Sunday, and a high of 43 degrees. So pretty quiet today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. System comes in on Friday. Saturday looks to be probably the worst day of the week. And then Sunday it's back to sunshine. By the way, no problems on the mountain passes at all. They are either bare and wet or bare and dry. There are no advisories, nor are there any restrictions on 80 of the major mountain passes. Even the minor ones are okay to traverse, and they're not expecting any snow at all in the Cascades until we get to the weekend. My guest tomorrow will be Joel Norman of the Wenatchee Apple Sox. His final visit will explain. Until then, have yourself a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.